welcome to today's episode of DownStream Outdoors. Today on DownStream Outdoors, we're talking about fire starting. Recently, on a forum I follow, a gentleman asked, he said, there's no flint in my region. How can I start a fire? What kind of rocks can I use to start a fire if I can't find flint? Well, that got me thinking. Central Pennsylvania don't have much flint floating around. It's not native to our area. What other rocks can we use to start a fire? Now, I do have a specialized piece of equipment for this. It's not necessary though. Not much of a specialized piece of equipment. This here's what it is. This here's called a fire steel. They've been around a long time. I had this one custom made by a blacksmith fella to fit my rather large hands. But all it is a piece of high carbon steel. Now, like I said, we do not have flint in our region. So what do I have? I have this stuff. I believe it's a piece of jasper. You can see there's some other minerals in there. Might be quartz in with that jasper. We're going to give that a try. This is a piece of actual quartz. I found this walking along a cornfield one day. I've actually used this one before and it does work. This here is a piece of slag glass from the coal furnaces. We're going to give that a try. I found that one day while I was walking. All these have been found in the woods. Now this here is actually from the creek I'm sitting beside. It's just a piece of what I believe to be limestone, because central Pennsylvania we're riddled with limestone, and not a couple hundred yards from me is a limestone quarry. So I'm going to say that's probably limestone. We're going to give these a try and see if we can't produce a nice spark off of one of these that could start a fire. Alright, first up, we're going to give this here piece of limestone a try and see what happens with that. Not bad. Hopefully they show up. There's a couple small sparks. It would take a little bit of work, but if we found the right spark, we might be able to get a fire started. We're going to give this quartz a try. Like I said, I know quartz works. I've used quartz before in particular this piece of rock. Like I said, pretty nice sparks coming off quartz. Something we can definitely get a fire going. Now this here's that glass slag I said about the coal furnace slag. We're going to give it a try. Alright, not bad. You know, I realize this stuff isn't going to be available everywhere, and you know, it could quite possibly be a little bit dangerous from the glass fragments flying off of it, but it definitely worked. This here's that piece of jasper. Like I said, we're going to give it a try. This here's just a piece. I'm lucky to have a jasper outcropping not far from my house, because the next closest ones are out east close to Philadelphia. But, oh, there it was. Definitely got some nice sparks out of that jasper. That jasper would definitely start us a fire. So what have we learned? There's four rocks I picked at random. Only one of them have I ever tried before, and that was the quartz. All four rocks produce sparks with a nice piece of high carbon steel. Now, yes, I do have what they call the fire steel. It's been carried for a long time by many of folks, the classic fire steel, but any piece of high carbon steel would work. I dread the thought, but you know, your good quality carbon hunting knives or an axe head or something like that would definitely do the trick if need be. But this little thing, you know, you could almost make one yourself. You can order them online, you know, and you can just throw them in a backpack. They don't take up much room, and all you have to do is gather up a rock. You know, if we could save one life with somebody learning the ability to make a fire with almost nothing, it's all been worth it. For any reference videos, go back and check out our video on char cloth making, bird nest making, and tinder gathering. Those will all help you with your fire starting needs. And until next time, keep your line wet and out of the trees.